Hey there, Pisces, and welcome to your August. Hey there, Pisces, and welcome to your September 2020 love reading. I will go ahead and do a general spread for you to see what's going on for you for the rest of September, and then we will get into what your person of interest is thinking and feeling. It's my favorite part of the reading. First, let's go ahead and pull a card from the Lover's Oracle to go ahead. One popped out at me. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Very nice, Pisces. All right. Something's coming in, or your person's spellbound. That might be the title of this reading. Strength in reverse, present time, so no closure. Four of Cups, you're a little emotionally, cut off here. Could be dealing with a Cancer in the past that let you down, especially Pisces, or lack of progress. Let's get into it. So, we'll go ahead and pull these and we'll get into the reading. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So for some of you, I feel like for a couple of you could be dealing with the loss of a mother or grandmother or somebody like that, or your person could be as well. So some sort of loss of stability, and the Queen of Pentacles is very stable and secure. Could also be you. In reverse, this can also be fertility, so for some of you it could have been a miscarriage, but it was some sort of loss. And I feel like it was a person for a lot of you, but for the rest of you it was maybe the loss of a solid relationship. If you could have been dating Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, and they're not really there for you right now. There's also this Cancer in the past, and I do feel like for at least one of you there's going to be one of each. And the thing about them showing up in the past position is they're influencing where your future is going right now. So there are some people from your past, whether they're past lovers, family, friends, letdowns, losses. It's where you're operating from right now, Pisces. And with Strength in reverse, we just had this big Pisces full moon. So it's like you came to this fullness, and now you're, sort of, it's almost like might have been such a high for some of you that you're sort of like, where do you go from here? But with the Four of Cups, it's like you're not really open. These losses are affecting you. You didn't get closure when it came to something in your past, and it's affecting you now, and it's making you emotionally guarded. You're not seeing what the universe is offering you here. You're turning down that fourth cup. You're like, I got 3, I'm good, I'm all right. And you're just working on things right now. You don't even expect anything in return. You're just sort of investing. It's like whatever you lost here, and for some of you it could be financial losses, loss of a really stable, steady, secure job, or somebody in your life that was steady and secure, whether a lover or a family member. You're kind of having to compensate for that and make up for it, and it's occupying a lot of your time. You also, though, if it was a lover you lost, are doing the work. Now, if you're in a relationship, I just feel like this person has changed on you, and you're trying to figure it out. With the Ten of Swords and the short-term outcome, it's like there's not much more for you to lose. You suffered everything that you can suffer. I want to clarify these in a moment, but let's go ahead and look into the long term. The Ten of Pentacles in the long term in reverse, yeah, there's some major loss here for you, Pisces, and I'm sure for all of you it's a different loss. Well, different groups of losses, but your hope was just to really be victorious and come out of this, and not, in your environment, you're not going to deal with anything superficial. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, you just don't have any time for shallowness or superficiality. And with Death in reverse, yeah, you're just you're being a little bit resistant. You are kind of putting your nose to the grindstone, focusing on yourself, reinventing yourself for some of you. He's here working on a pentacle, but he, it kind of reminds me of like somebody reinventing the wheel too, like an image of that. You're like, I'm gonna start over and do this differently, even if it's painful. But again, it's much more painful when the Ten of Swords is in reverse, right? Because then the person's laying on all these swords in their back. And the upright, it's completion. You've been through all the suffering. But you're really not going to feel that for another month or two. So right now you're just sort of working and pushing through it. So it could even be you're doing the emotional work, the spiritual work. You know, it is more tangible with Pentacles, but it's, so whatever you're doing, it's going to work. Whatever your method of madness. No. All right, so let's go ahead and pull a clarifier while we're on the topic of the Eight of Pentacles here. Temperance in reverse. You're doing the work, but you're not feeling super patient about it. You're like, I'm not getting any results, why bother, kind of thing. And what's going on with the Ten of Swords? The World, yeah, just completion, things coming, a cycle. If you did lose someone, it's because it was like, it was a natural loss. It's time for you to let in this new, you know, cycle, basically. And I want to pull, I want to look into this a little more, but before we do that, let's pull a card for the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, because I was going to gear you towards a better outcome, but Judgment, yeah, you're just, some of you were dealing with karmics and Pluto-like relationships, and so it's like realizing that and losing those kinds of unhealthy attachments is what you have to go through before you can have, you know, what you really want, which is the Ten of Pentacles upright. Here it's in reverse. So let's go ahead to the World a little more. Seven of Swords. So you're not going to be deceived. You're very clear here. You know what you're doing. And I think you're being smart about it, even if it's not easy. And if you're in a relationship, it could just be about setting boundaries, changing the dynamic, doing the work, and kind of maybe holding back or setting boundaries, saying no when you need to. Pull one more card for the short-term outcome, and then we'll get into what we really want to know. Yeah, this is just looking a little dreary, Pisces. I think it's you coming off that high of the Pisces moon, the full moon. You have probably a peak in emotional energy, and it's like nothing's going to reach that. But we do have romance, Cupid arrow strikes, so I'm still looking for that for you in here. Right now, I'm feeling like you're a little standoffish. So we use this deck. It's beautiful. Now I do want to warn you that some of my cards, my decks are a little bit graphic, so I do have to go ahead and mark these videos 18 and over. Let's find out what Pisces person is thinking about them present time. Pisces person of interest or significant other. Where is their head at? What are they thinking and feeling? Where's their head in their heart? The Ace of Wands. So they do have a lot of love for you. They want to come in. They want to give you everything. They want to start over if you're already in something. That's their fantasies. Like, you know, you're being very standoffish with them, but they're coming in as wands. This is like energy, action, passion, and it's a new beginning. So whether it's a new person coming in, right, romance, Cupid arrow strikes, or it's, you know, your person that you're in this position with, that, you know, you two aren't in the best place and it's not really working out. Their intentions are they just really want to start over with you. They just want to go back to the days where you two could just jump in the sack. All right, I'm sorry. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what Pisces person is going to do about how they're feeling. There's too many. About how they're feeling about Pisces present time. What is Pisces person going to do about this? The Empress. So they are, for some of you, it's fertility. They want to get you pregnancy. Ace of Wands is, you know, phallic. It can be a male child, but it also is, you know, them wanting to procreate. See, she's kind of pregnant here, and the Empress is pregnancy. So I'm gonna say for a good percentage of you, it's like they want to impregnate you. Let's say that's impossible. They still have that desire about you, or sorry about the clock. They just, that's their fantasy, right? They want to embrace you and embody you in a way. They see you as a muse, and they're going to come in and treat you as such. Now, if you are a male dealing with a female, this woman is your muse, and she's going to behave that way. She's going to behave as your, you know, the Empress is ruled by Venus, as your Venus, which is your mate in your chart. If you're dealing with a male, then, you know, you're just going to, they want this from you, they're going to elicit this from you, or they want to turn you into this, which this is also the card of fertility. So what is going to be the outcome of how Pisces person is feeling about them present time and what they're doing? the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So this is, you know, reciprocity. You know, they're sharing the same apples. It's almost, you get the sense that this is his place and she just welcomes herself in, or she's at home chilling and he welcomes himself in. It's a card of reciprocity, you know, sharing, mutual assets and things like that. And in reverse, it's like they're not going to be sharing with you, or they feel like you don't share with them, and that's sort of the outcome. They don't feel like it's reciprocal, whether it's you like them more than they like you. But I really feel like the way they're feeling about you and behaving, it's almost like, yeah, this is kind of like that Four of Cups. You're not reciprocating, and you know, you're pushing away that cup the universe is offering you, that cup of love. And they feel that. They feel this lack of reciprocity. So that's the outcome there, is they just feel like you're not really that interested, perhaps. Or you're being difficult, just to be truthfully honest. Now, whether they're justified or not, or they're not doing their part, is different. But their intentions seem to be very good in regards to you, Pisces. They really want romance with you here. So what is Pisces thinking and feeling about their significant other or person of interest at the present time? What is Pisces thinking or feeling about their person of interest or significant other present time? Oh, I just shuffle when it feels right, you know? The Seven of Swords. So yeah, same as this Four of Cups, you turning down that offer. Seven of Swords usually is a card of deceit. In the traditional deck, so you could literally be deceiving your partner. I mean, I always am very optimistic, but or you could feel like they're deceitful, like they've deceived you, so you don't trust this nice thing that they want. But also you could be hiding something here. And the other thing is, see here, they're back to back, so they can't agree. We're dealing with swords. Their minds and their words are not in agreement. And so it's almost like you could be looking at the reality of the situation here, and they're sort of like having this, they're idolizing you, you know. And Venus is exalted in Pisces, so the Empress, you know, is normally ruled by Taurus. Even sometimes I attribute her to Aries, because the Emperor is the male Aries, so she could be a female Aries, you know, that end of April sort of energy, April energy. But she's also exalted in Pisces. So here, this person, like, expecting the best of you, they put you on a pedestal, and but you two are not communicating or interacting very well at this time. And for some reason, Pisces, and whether it's justified or not, like I said, you're being very standoffish towards your person. Whether you barely know them and don't realize you're doing it, or, you know, you're in a deep relationship and you're just sort of being complacent, which actually is sort of a Pisces trait. I'm not making jabs, I'm just remembering certain descriptors. So what is Pisces going to do about how they're feeling about their person and how their person is coming at them? Three of Swords, heartbreak. So it's either something from your past with those losses that you had, where you're just not able to give this all you've got yet. You know, you're still heartbroken about that. You know, the Chariot in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You just aren't, you're not able to go, okay, you know, I'm just going to forget all my troubles and be with you, which is what they really want you to do. You just don't, you're like, it's like you're replenishing yourself, you're refilling your cup, and you just can't, you can't invest in this the way that you would want to. So you're just like, and you're just kind of wallowing in your grief here. I do feel some grief with you. So that Pisces full moon too could have brought in, Pisces is in a cycles, it could have brought in some deaths, some losses for some of you. But these are transformative. Remember, we're dealing with the world, their cycle. They were meant to be that way. And now with, you know, Mars being in Aries, once it goes direct in a month or two, you're going to be able to start moving forward again, I think. But let's go ahead and see what the entire outcome is going to be for Pisces for September 2020 in regards to this scenario. The Eight of Swords. Yes, you're just very bound up in your thoughts. This, in the traditional deck, the woman is, you know, surrounded by swords, but she's able to get up and leave at any time. Here, you're sort of feeling trapped. Now, you could be feeling trapped in this relationship. Maybe you're over it, and they're just really sprung on you still. And this kind of gives you some shame and guilt about leaving. And for others of you, it's just like, you can't focus on this right now. So you may be, some of you, just looking at this card, you could think that you may be actively involved, but your mind's somewhere else. And as I pointed out in one of the other readings, in this deck, we have sort of the boogeyman back here. We have this these haunting thoughts. It's almost like a daemon or a demon haunting her thoughts, and she's focusing here while he's focusing on her. So there could be something totally external from the relationship, but it's definitely tying you up right now, Pisces, and your attention isn't on your relationship. And it may end up hurting this person. But you're hurt too, and whether it's as a result of this relationship, but for a lot of you, I feel like it's external. So I want to really kind of dig into this and see, you know, what may have happened between you and this person in the past. I'm actually surprised the Seven of Cups didn't come up, because I feel like they're a little diluted. They're not seeing, you know, where you're at. It's like they're not relating to you in a way, and I want to explore that a little bit more. But so if you want to join me in the extended, you can go ahead and go to the description box below, or it's like the little arrow down and it's show more, and it has a link for personal extended readings. Just scroll off, click on the link, you'll go to psychicschool.com. Just scroll all the way down my product catalog, and you'll see Pisces September 2020 extended love reading. You can go ahead and order it there, and it will be, the link to the reading will be emailed to you. So, and for the rest of you that aren't joining us, I'm going to go ahead and pull one more card, and to lead the rest of you to the extended. Another thing I want to say is I'm doing the big 144 series, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you want to see when I get to Pisces Sun, Aries Moon. Should be coming up quickly. I'm doing Libra Sun, Aries Moon next. And if you know anybody with an Aries Moon, I've already done the first 6 signs, so you might want to check that out. And if you're a Pisces with any other moon, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel for when I get to yours, or to see the October Pisces love reading. So I'm going to leave you with this, or lead you with this. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So, you know, at this time, your person needs to get a little bit more realistic and realize they need to support you and not just idolize you, right, with whatever you're going through. But also, you are dealing with these challenges, and so you need to maybe realize that this person is supporting you. It just may not be in the direct way that you want. You know, they may not be directly addressing whatever is up with you, but they want to move forward and smooth it over. So you allow them to support you if you want it to work, and you know, and don't challenge them too much, you know. It's all about balance, and I'm not saying you're challenging. It could be definitely justified why you feel the way you do, especially if it's in regards to their behavior. But if it's in regards to something else, another loss in your life or a job loss, don't wallow in your grief too much and lose something that's very good for you here. So I hope this helped bring you some clarity, Pisces. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and light. I did go ahead and bump you way up on the reading schedule, because I don't like to end up doing Pisces when I'm super tired. I wanted to get you guys done while I'm still energetic. So lots of love, blessings, and light. Go ahead and click on personal extended readings if you'd like a personal reading, or if you would like to join us in the extended. And if you want to check out, you know, your other planetary readings, you know, if you want to go check out your moon reading or your whatever, go ahead. And thank you.